Hey everybody, it's me, Angel Benton. Oh, how is my hair? Oh. And you're watching Angel Sudsy Recap. Ooh, there's an echo in here. That's kind of weird. There's never been an echo in here before. Okay. Anyways, you're watching Angel Sudsy Recap, where we delve into the world of daytime television and we do a few reality shows on the side for now. And one of those reality shows that we're doing is RuPaul's Drag Race. And I'm finally at the end. I watched the finale. But before we get into that, I have to say, first of all, one of the great things that RuPaul's Drag Race has done as a community is it's really kind of made drag mainstream. And I know that there's going to be some people that don't care for that. For example, also, another aspect of gay culture was the ball scene. And that's kind of, the drag and the ball scene kind of overlap in some areas. And a lot of people, for example, were very upset with Madonna because Madonna took voguing from the balls and made it mainstream, and people were upset with her with that. I don't know why, but I think that anytime you've got something with a niche audience and it actually finds a much wider, it actually has a much wider appeal, some people get offended by that. I don't know why. I wish nothing but success for all of these people that I've talked about. So it's I don't understand that. But one thing that has been a benefit of just of us achieving enlightenment as a culture in general is there are a lot younger drag queens coming out. And when I say young, I mean like 12, 10. Like, there's a 10-year-old drag queen named Lactatia. I've watched all her videos. She's fierce. She is fierce. Although she does look exactly like Maddie Ziegler from Dance Moms. If you ever watch Dance Moms, she totally looks just like her. And there was this one video I just watched with this drag queen named Violet Vixen, who I think she's 10. And her drag idol was Courtney Act, because Courtney Act was the first drag queen she'd ever seen. Okay, let me pump the brakes. Let me tell you about my little sister. She's gonna hate me for telling this story. I don't care though, it's so funny. My little sister, when she was a baby, two of her absolute favorite movies were The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, and she loved Tu Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar. She fucking loved that shit. And she would be, because there was this one scene where Chichi Rodriguez, played by John Leguizamo, had to excuse himself from a conversation, and he was like, "Excuse me, I gotta go, I got cramps." And you see this baby girl, like she was like maybe like what, 3? Like she was little, and she was like, "I gotta go, I got cramps." It was so cute. It was fucking adorable. I loved it. But that is kind of what, that is what I'm saying about this whole, and Courtney was so sweet to this child, and it was so wonderful. And, he was like, I have difficulty making friends sometimes. And she was like, you know what, I did too. But, when I went to dance school, that was my safe space, which I wouldn't, look, I was the same way. I was the same way. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. It's great to have that place that you can go and just... For me, it wasn't necessarily about making friends, because I don't think I really had that many issues making friends. But for me, it was all about expressing myself through dance. I could do that a lot easier than I could any other way. So that was where I really felt like at home. But yeah, so anyway, she was so nice and so sweet, and she was great. It was so, and of course it made me cry, of course, because I've turned into a crier. I don't know. But I think that it's nothing but a good thing that RuPaul's Drag Race has done. So kudos to you, RuPaul, and also to you too, Michelle Visage, as well, because I know you've been with this show, not since season 1, but since season 2, but pretty much damn near close to season 1, I think. I could be wrong with that though, because I haven't watched the show because it wasn't on VH1 and I never got Logo. So I'm just now getting into it. So if I make a mistake, I apologize. Okay, so here's another thing that's been happening lately. So we all know Aquaria won the show, okay? I'm spoiler alert, but if you haven't watched it, it was like 2 months ago, so I don't know where you've been living if this is a spoiler, but Aquaria wins. And what's interesting about Aquaria winning is that she's, obviously once you win, you go on this, grand world tour, but she's been like angry. Apparently there was some show in England where they had some stripper contest and there was a trans contestant and it was one of Aquaria's friends and Aquaria voted for this person and people were giving him shit about it on Twitter and he clapped back at them like hardcore. And then there's another video that showed up online of Aquaria just ripping into the crowd. And the thing is why is she so angry? Girl, she won. She won season 10. She's fantastic. She's great. And she's got amazing dance technique. I mean, the bitch is fierce. So why does she have to be so angry all the time? Now, listen, this will take me to another story. Okay, because I get that when you are a public figure, you have people, wanting to paw you and touch you and do inappropriate things to you and that are, I mean, oh my God. Okay, so some of the fans are a little bit crazy with their questions, right? So I'm going to pause this real quick. We'll go back to the General Hospital convention that I went to in March. I mean, there were people asking Kelly Monaco, does she prefer cut or uncut? And I, who never, ever gets offended, was like, I was like, oh my God, that is so rude. Now, Kelly did exactly what you should do. She answered it with grace, but she didn't really answer it at all, right? So that is kind of how I think Aquaria needs to handle this. For example, here's another thing. So when I worked at Tokyo Disneyland, there were these guys, they were South Asian. I don't know if they were from India or Pakistan or Indonesia. They were from somewhere in that area. And they start, and the fairy godmother is, or at least at that time over there, was a head character. So they kind of started getting handsy and roughed up the fairy godmother. And let me tell you something, that pissed me off. So I run over there and I pull out my little plastic Peter Pan dagger and I'm like, hey, stop that, play nice, treat everyone with respect. And then they kind of like backed off. I was like, what am I going to do? Am I going to stab them to death with this plastic knife? Whatever. But I was pissed. Maybe they saw the anger in my face. I was like, oh, hell no. I'm not going to let you treat my Japanese friends like that. I didn't even know the girl. But we get backstage and she was like, oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you. And, I was like, girl, I got your back, boo. I got it. And I stayed with her the rest of the day, which didn't make a whole lot of sense for Peter Pan to stick with the fairy godmother. But you know what? I don't care because I needed to make sure that those assholes didn't come back. And they didn't. So it was all good. But I'm really lucky I didn't get fired because I totally could have. Because that's kind of not the way you need to handle things. But she was still grateful nonetheless. Okay, so that's what just makes me wonder, why is Aquarius so angry? There's so many better ways that you can handle when people, kind of get handsy with you or shout inappropriate things at you or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I would just ask her to have a little bit more grace under fire. But she is very young. She's the youngest winner ever of RuPaul's Drag Race. So, like I said, when that was me 20 years ago and I kind of my anger got the best of me, but even though it was for a good cause, it still wasn't actually the best response. So I mean, I understand, but I just, girl, what's, so anyways, the finale was great. What was interesting about the finale is that they had all of the season 1 girls come out, except Tammy Brown. She was not there. And they say it's because she was touring Australia. There's something rotten in the cheese in Denmark. Is that how it goes? oh no, there's something rotten in Denmark. And then Rose Nyland says, it's the cheese. They don't use preservatives. Okay, got it. Okay, sorry. All right, so there's something rotten in the milk there. And the thing is I think that they could have worked it out. And at first, and I think that, I don't know, maybe it's because, I don't know. That's just all speculation on my part. I subscribe to Tammy's Instagram feed. I watch her live videos all the time. I think she's great. So I have nothing against Tammy Brown. I go see her in person. I used to, but when I lived in Los Angeles, I think she's fantastic. So maybe it's because I was just disappointed that she wasn't there, and I really wish that she was there. But everyone else was there, and they all looked fantastic. And god damn it, the first person that they introduced, fucking Vanessa Vanjie Mateo, she's so fierce. She comes out and the crowd goes, because they introduced her as having broken the internet, which is totally true, she did. She comes out and the crowd goes fucking crazy. They're all, Vanjie, Vanjie. And then she starts saying it and everyone's like, ah! Oh my God. That was the best fucking moment of the whole fucking finale. It was like, oh shit. This bitch is fierce. They've got to have her back for All Stars. They have to. They have to. All Stars 4, they've got to have Vanjie. I swear to God. Or bring her back for season 11. She's so great. She's so wonderful. I fucking loved it. So then they all had to lip sync against each other, and they had Cameron, and they had Aquaria, and they had Eureka. And they had Asia at first. But for the first lip sync, Asia... I know my friend Kyle Fox is going to get upset with me about this because because they're drag family and he gets really upset when people, but the reality is Asia had a gimmick of having these live butterflies in her boobs and in her wrists. And when she tried to set them free, they weren't going anywhere. You know, it's not like when we did the Lion King parade at Disneyland, we had live doves. And those doves, once you release them, they would fly, right? These weren't bugs that would just be like, no, bitch, I ain't going fucking anywhere. Sorry. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Oh, my God, that was so funny, though. I'm still laughing at Miss Vanjie. It's fucking hilarious. So, yeah, so then Asia got the boot after that. So then it was between Cameron, Eureka, and Aquaria. They all lip-synced, and then... For this lip sync, Aquaria pulled out all the stops because she started using some props, which, you know what? If you're going to use props, use them on the fucking finale of RuPaul's Drag Race if you're this close to winning. I say go fucking take out all the stops. She used fucking confetti guns. She used a sparkler. I mean, I'm telling you, bitch was on fire. And she was doing splits and she was just getting it. So if it was just based on that finale performance, I would have given it to her too. Obviously, she was fucking great. So anyways, I'm excited to see the positive impact that the show is having on the planet. I think it's actually doing a great job. I cannot wait for RuPaul's Drag Race UK to get started. I want to shout out to my friends Reese, Chantal, and Katie because I know that they are big fans of the show. And I can't wait to watch with them. I hope I get to see it. I hope they air it here in the U.S. You know, you never know. Like Real Housewives of Cheshire, it's on like season 8 now. They've been on for quite some time, but they only aired one season here in the United States. Rude. Oh my God. So I left because what brought back that story at Tokyo Disneyland was someone they showed a video of a guy slapping Shelly May, who's a bear, in the head, and she had to be taken backstage to recover, and they kicked him out for 6 months. But I was thinking that was a trigger moment for me because I was like, ugh. And so I posted that long story about Tokyo Disneyland, and then my friend John, God bless him, John is fucking hilarious. He posts a gif of Bone Kui going, "Don't get loud with me, sir. Oh no, do not get loud with me." And it is so funny. I was like, I haven't seen that Bo Quinkly video in forever. I need to watch that again. I watched it. Oh my God, Angela Johnson is fucking hilarious. I need to go see her stand up next time she comes to Vegas. She's always coming to the Orleans. I need to go see her. Anyways, thanks for logging on today. I do appreciate it. Oh, programming note. So now that Drag Race is done, I'm going to be replacing this show with another online show. And the online show that I've chosen is a show called Indoor Boys. And it stars Alex Weiss, who you might know as Saul from The Bold and the Beautiful. So I'm very excited about that, and I cannot wait to begin. Although what makes me nervous is that their episodes are even shorter than Eastsiders, so it's like, oh my god, I'm coming up on minute 16 here, and I swear to God, like that would have been like 3 episodes of Indoor Boys. So I need to come up with like trivia and shit to talk about because I don't want to like give too much away. Anyways, so that's just so you know, seven episodes from now is going to be Indoor Boys. So please feel free to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Angel Benton. You can hashtag Drag Race or RPDR to talk about RuPaul's Drag Race, or you can also hashtag Days or DOOL to talk Days of Our Lives, because I'm doing that one tomorrow. And you can hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel. This is what I don't understand. Real quick. So I've got some friends that have this YouTube channel. They make a shit ton of videos, but their videos get like the same number of views as mine. Not that many, right? But they've got like 3,000 subscribers. So I only have 60 subscribers. I'm not going to say who it is, but I have 60 subscribers, right? And getting 40 hits on a video is not that uncommon, for me at least. And I try to post every single day. I do my best. But they get 40 hits, and I'm like, you've got 3,000 subscribers. How the hell do you only have 40 hits on your video? That doesn't mean... So on one hand, I think I must be doing something wrong because I don't have that many subscribers. But on the other hand, I'm thinking I must be doing something right because almost all of my subscribers are watching my videos, which is fucking great. So I don't know. So anyways, you can hit subscribe on my YouTube channel if you want to get my YouTube videos sent your email inbox every single day. Alrighty? Okay, thank you so much. I'm going to bed because I'm fucking exhausted. That sun really took it out of me today. Heck, Las Vegas, you know, what are you going to do? Have a good day. Peace out. Wubba, wubba, wubba.